Hi, I'm Aisha Bagchi, USA Today's Justice Department correspondent. I'm walking to the Manhattan Federal Courthouse today for Sean Diddy Combs' sentencing. It's a day that involves a lot of uncertainty because the two sides in this case are really asking for very different outcomes. Sean Combs' lawyers have said he should be sentenced to no more than 14 months behind bars. That would be about what he has already served. He's been in the Brooklyn federal jail for about 13 months. So it would let him get out with about time served at this point. The prosecution, on the other hand, said he should be sentenced to more than 11 years. So there's an enormous gap between the two sides. The defense says that the prosecution is trying to have Sean Combs sentenced for crimes he wasn't convicted of. A jury in this case acquitted him on counts of sex trafficking and racketeering, but convicted him of transporting people for the purpose of prostitution. The prosecution says that the judge should really be taking into account the context in which the crimes he was convicted of occurred. And in this case, the judge saw evidence of violence, heard testimony about violence surrounding the freak-offs that were at the core of what Sean Combs was ultimately convicted of. And they say that that's context for the judge to think about what's a proportionate sentence, protects the public, and takes seriously the crimes that were committed in this case. Sean Combs' defense team has submitted dozens of letters from people in support of Sean Combs, including his elderly mother and several of his children. The prosecution also submitted letters that were encouraging the judge to take into account some aspects of the case that suggest that the crimes here were severe. That definitely includes Cassie Ventura's letter. She said that she doesn't think that Sean Combs is really capable of rehabilitation, and she thinks that the judge, or at least that he hasn't achieved rehabilitation yet, and she thinks that the judge should take into account the courage that, in her words, it took for victims to come forward in this case. So there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen today. We'll have to wait and see.